With 3 million Instagram followers, millions of podcast listeners, and a New York Times bestselling book, Jocko Willink is one of the most recognizable faces in the fitness world. But here's what separates him from every other influencer who puts their name on a supplement brand. His audience doesn't just follow him, they trust him. They've read his books, listened to his podcast for years, applied his philosophy to their own lives. These aren't just casual fans or followers, these guys are believers. And his supplement brand, Jocko Fuel, figured out the smartest thing you could do with a loyal audience like that: leverage email marketing. Jocko Fuel invests heavily in email marketing and sends campaigns to their subscribers all the time, resulting in higher customer lifetime values and repeat purchase rates. And that's why in this video, we are breaking down every single email Jocko Fuel sent in 2025, their email design template, the psychology behind why their emails work so well, and exactly how they're converting one of the most loyal audiences on the internet into repeat long-term customers through their inbox. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete playbook you can apply to your own brand, whether you're in supplements, fitness, apparel, or anything in between. And if you want access to this document filled with templates and breakdowns, you can grab it for free in the description below. Otherwise, let's get right into it. So this email strategy breakdown is going to be compiled into 3 different sections. Number 1 is an email compilation going over all the emails that they sent in 2025 and our general analysis and understanding of what they're really sending out. Looking at their overall email design breakdown, looking at the sections that they're using, the different variations, how they're trying to style and personalize the messaging or even leverage design or copy within their email marketing. And then also lastly is their campaign strategy between top of funnel, middle funnel, and bottom of funnel awareness based on who they're messaging and targeting. So we're going to get into that a little bit later. And for right now, we're going to get into their email compilation. So if you don't know who Jocko Fuel is a performance supplement brand founded by Jocko Willink. He's a former Navy SEAL, popular podcast host. The brand specializes in a number of supplement products such as energy drinks, protein powders, pre-workouts, collagen oils, hydration products. And the main identity behind the brand is more so about discipline, military values, high performance, being a top performer. That's kind of the overall brand identity and guidelines when it comes to these emails. So in terms of what they've sent out in 2025, they've sent out a total of 151 emails, which is, pretty standard. It's roughly around 2 to 3 campaigns per week. During peak months around November, December, right around Q4, they're sending roughly about 4 to 5 campaigns per week. Main strategy here is just consistent mid-volume approach with strategic ramp-ups during key promotional periods. This also includes 4th of July, Memorial Day, Veterans Day, that sort of stuff. Getting into email template structure, here's kind of what stood out to me in their emails. So they all follow a really consistent structure, but they really nailed a good modular approach. So looking at one of these campaigns, let's say we're going to pull up this Valentine's Day campaign. I'm going to pull this up right here. And so you have the standard layout when it comes to this main email. You have a header, a logo, you have a hero section, an image, a headline, some body copy, a main CTA, product headlights. Then you have a bottom CTA and then a footer. Straightforward, standard. They all follow a consistent format. But where it gets interesting is that they use these building blocks to keep things fresh. They use different kinds of modules or sections to make the emails look a little bit more different. So USP sections, unique selling proposition icons, testimonials and reviews, recipe ideas, subscription promos, product education. So at first glance, all these emails, they all look the exact same. Right? They all have, especially with the color, the grading, the copy, or actually like the copy formatting. The main thing here is just that they stick to the brand colors: black, white, red, very military aesthetic with bold typography that screams authority. Product photography is clean. It's very high quality. These are actually very, very well done. And it's way more sophisticated than your typical supplement brand that's just throwing discount codes at you. I'll be honest. Going through more of these campaigns, I was very impressed with how guys were putting these things together. So after going through 150 plus campaigns that they sent out in 2025, here are a few patterns that really stood out to me, and here are the top 4 or 5 things that I really noticed. So number 1 is email as their revenue driver. They're not here to build brand. They're not here to, connect with the audience. Every email has a clear CTA. They have strategic offers, and they are using conversion focused copy. Everything's pushing you to the product or pushing you through an offer or to the website. And the main thing that separates them from other brands going hard on promotions is that they still maintain a really good premium feel with the products through really good design and values driven messaging. For example, look at what they sent out in January. New Year's challenge. This is kind of community building. This is like a really good thing here, but you're still pushing people to a CTA. New Year's sale, site-wide % off, bundle and save 20%. buy one, get one 50% off. Next month, February, Valentine's Day, 20% off. Then they have tiered discounting. So $15 off any order of $100 or more, 30 off, 150, 60 off, 250. Flash sale, 20% off supplements. Then we get into March, flash sale, 20% off protein plus 2 times points. They have a rewards program. BOGO, buy one, get one 50% off. St. Patrick's Day sale, buy one, get one 50% off. March Madness, get a free gift with orders 125 plus. Buy 3, get 1 free, which is also the same thing as buy one, get one 50% off, or even buy, 25% off site-wide. 20% off site-wide, buy one, get one 50% off, 30% off subscriptions. They free protein with any $125 purchase. So you get my point. They are highly incentivized on pushing as much revenue as possible, and they're using it as a performance channel. They're still connecting with the brand. There's still a community element to it, but at the same time, they're still driving lots of revenue through here. And you could see that clearly through what they're sending out. So number 2, again, it's offer diversity and testing. Like what we just covered, they rotate through so many different promotional structures. Straight percent discounts, tiered deals, buy one, get one offers, product-specific promos. They tie it in with events. So March Madness, that's a promotion that ties into a specific event. They're not focused on one discount strategy. They're really experimenting to see what moves the needle with their audience, and also just so that the emails don't get stale, right? If you're going with the same 20% off site-wide offer every single time, people get accustomed to that. People can pick up, like your audience can pick up on what you're going to be promoting over the next month because you've done it 20 times already. So that's a huge thing that I've been seeing that they've been doing, and it's really working out well for them. Number 3, product launches are on point. So when they drop a new flavor of product, they do it right. They have teaser campaigns where they're building up hype. They have launch emails with clear messaging. They also have follow-ups highlighting what makes it special and highlighting whether it's a new flavor or a new product. They really highlight and focus on the main benefits and value propositions. So number 4, they've partnered with GovX. It's essentially like a verification platform that gives military members, veterans, first responders special discounts. You put it on your website. It's a special landing page. Someone puts in their credentials, and then it just verifies the fact that they are a military service member. And it's just a Shopify app. It's very straightforward to set up. And many other brands could do this. Jocko Fuel isn't the only brand that could do this, but the Jocko used to be a Navy SEAL. He's a former U.S. Navy SEAL. He used to be in one of the teams. It makes sense for them to include this into their stack because there's so many people who are from the military that follow Jocko. And again, it aligns perfectly with Jocko's background and brand values. And number 5 is that they team up with other brands for high value giveaways. So this is a genius one. I don't see a lot of brands doing this, and I really think they should be. So for example, here's like a simple hunt giveaway email that they did where they partnered with Origin, GoRuck, and Colorado Craft Beef. If you don't know who these brands are, these brands are very in alignment with each other's audiences. So Origin, it's more so clothing for people in MMA fighting, like mixed martial arts, people who hunt. That's also a big audience there too. GoRuck is essentially just rucksacks that people put on. It's just weighted vests. They throw on weighted vests, and then rucking is just a style of hiking. That's also a really huge alignment with the audience. And then Colorado Craft Beef is just all natural grass-fed beef. That's all there is to it. And so these audiences, these different pockets and pillars, they all kind of come in together in alignment where their audiences overlap. And so for them to come together and say, hey, we're going to do a collaborative giveaway where we're giving away $4,000 in prizes. Each brand gives away roughly $1,000 worth of stuff. They come together, and all you have to do as a reader, if I receive this email, if you receive this email, all you have to do is enter now. You click through this button. It'll take you to a landing page. You enter your info, email address, phone number, whatever other information they'll ask for. First name, last name, that sort of stuff. You all collectively can get access to that list info. You guys all pull your subscribers together, say, hey, we're giving away all these prizes. You could just sign up to win. And then Origin and GoRuck and Colorado Craft Beef, they all can actually email you because you signed up. And so now, not only is this amazing at list building, but it's also amazing at driving revenue because all you have to do is just promote it. You're giving away $1,000 worth of stuff, but so is everyone else. And then you get access to the massive pool of your audiences, the ones that are highly engaged. They want to win a free giveaway. And then at the end of the day, you get to grow your email list. You get more potential customers and subscribers who want to shop with you. and everyone wins at the end of the day. So it's super smart. It's exposure to partner audiences, higher perceived value without bearing the full cost. Also, it's an amazing way to strengthen relationships with other brands that are in the same demographic or same audience as you. So this is an actual strategy that's working for them. This was pulled from October, I think, but they did it also earlier in the year. So they're probably doing it twice a year, putting together to do this giveaway, and it's working well. So I think this is an amazing strategy that we're going to be pushing our clients to be trying out and using. And lastly, subscriptions are front and center. So obviously, because they are a supplement brand, they have to really rely on subscriptions and subscription orders and just that having that recurring revenue coming in month after month. So they push subscriptions hard and for good reason. There's clear savings in messaging. It's a convenience angle. It never runs out. Make sure you get your next batch for next month. It's integrated into every new product launch, and it shows that they really understand LTV and they're playing the long game. They obviously understand that they're doing plenty of subscription-only offers because they want people to subscribe for subscriptions. Now, beyond just the actual strategy of what I've really picked up on, here's what they absolutely nail and what they're doing better than most supplement brands. So number one is design quality. Every email looks really premium. Even if they're sending out 4 to 5 times a week, they've really figured out how to create variety within their brand guidelines without things looking repetitive and cheap, honestly. They don't also rely on any plain text emails. Everything is designed, and maybe that's a strategy they can really highlight and look into. A simple plain text email coming from Jocko can work incredibly well, but everything looks amazing. Everything looks really well polished, and you'll notice that when you go through all the emails. 2, promotional strategy. Their offer rotation is really sophisticated. They're not just throwing out the same 20% code at you every week. It really keeps people engaged without making the brand feel discount dependent or feel like a discount brand. 3, audience alignment. So obviously the GovRex partnership, they use also Military Appreciation Month campaigns. They're doing hunting giveaways. They know exactly who their audience is and what matters to them. They know that audience really well, and so they really lean into that. It's authentic. It's not some marketing team trying to force military themes. They already understand their audience. Number 4 is product launches. They create really good excitement around the flavors and products. And then also lastly is just the template design. This is an underrated one. Once you understand it, and once we get into that in a second, their modular content system lets them produce so much high volume work without sacrificing quality. It's really efficient without being lazy. Now, some ways that Jocko Fuel can level up is number 1, having more educational content. For right now, education is mixed into the promotional emails, workout guides, nutrition deep dives, discipline habit content aligned with Jocko's philosophy, kind of getting that community building aspect there. I think it will just help them build more authority and give them more touch points between promotional campaigns. And then number 2 is user-generated content. So they use testimonials and reviews, but there's a lot of room to go deeper. Customer transformation stories, military/first responder spotlight features. I'm sure they get lots of tagged photos or UGC content, recipe submissions from customers. It's really just simple, low-cost content that helps provide authentic social proof and builds a sense of community. And I think they can, especially with Jocko's background and his sense of voice, I think they could really lean into that and kill it. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go over to the email design breakdowns. We're breaking down their email designs into 6 main sections that you're going to be seeing that's repeated across nearly every campaign. So no matter what it is, you're going to see these sections inside those campaigns, and you'll see all the different variations in between that. So main sections that we have here are the hero section, the product spotlight section, the product education section, footer/call to action section, testimonials, and then blog/recipe highlight section. So these are some simple sections here. There's also some more that they include within the emails, but 99% of the time, these are the main sections that they are using. Starting off, getting into the hero section. This is the first thing subscribers see when they open the email. So as you can see here, here is a handwritten lifestyle image for April Fools. It's just a note from Jocko. This is a hero section promoting a motivational video. Here's a banner that they use sometimes for promotions. Here's a prominent sale promo. There's no code here. It's just, hey, email only. Click through and you'll get access to it. Image of Jocko with the product on the right. So they also do some branded plain text emails. So here's an image of Jocko, and then it's just some plain text stuff. Everything is obviously really well branded with fonts and the color palette. This looks amazing. This looks really well done. Here's offer stacking with multiple codes. You have 30% off for 3 months plus free shipping. This is for like the subscribe and save stuff. Minimal copy here too. The essentials, tested, proven, earned, and then just shop the best sellers. Next is getting into the product spotlight section. So this is where they showcase what they're selling. So as you can see, there's tons of different sections that they use. Sometimes they use testimonials. Sometimes they'll use just value proposition icons or just bullet points to sell the product. Sometimes they'll promote routines, what you should take in the morning, what you should take before work, what you should take after your workout, what you should take at night. You also have unique selling proposition bullet points with each product. So here's the energy drink. Here's what you get in each energy drink. They also sell the product by workout routine. So pre-workout, during workout, post-workout, right? So you know what to take, when to take it. So do bundling based on flavors. So the chocolate bundle or the vanilla bundle, it looks like these are cookies and then also the shakes and then the powder. And then they also do some stuff like shop by outcome. So this is based on certain collections that they have on the website where you can shop by whatever outcome you're looking for. So immunity, energy and focus, strength and recovery, etc. Next is the product education section. Getting into each section, you have simple value proposition icons here. You have bullet points. This is talking about the rewards program. So how they sell the rewards program. This is how they sell the subscribe and save promotion. Here are the bullet points. Here's the timeline of what you'll get. So month 2, month 4, month 6, free gifts, what you'll get if you subscribe and save. Simple product education sections. Again, value proposition icons, some body copy, and then breakdown of what's inside this product. Again, value proposition icons, subscribe and save, product education, formula breakdowns. So if you have a complex supplement, they'll include a breakdown of what's inside this supplement here in terms of the ingredients, benefits breakdowns, and then they also include just simple education around. This is like a simple tips, like pro training tips. I really like this section. It's super straightforward to just provide education. It's really good with just like a 1, 2, 3 and a simple quotation or a quote from Jocko or someone else. Really straightforward. All right, so next is the footer and call to action section. So their footer is pretty straightforward. They just have a simple, unique selling proposition icons, social media icons, and then contact us, sign in, create an account, etc. But at the top of every footer, they'll have a bottom CTA that doesn't even have to correlate with the entire email. So sometimes they'll do it with the email where this email is about the energy drink. They're promoting the energy drink one last time. Sometimes they're doing a special offer, buy 3 drinks, get 1 free. If they do a challenge or if they're promoting the rewards program, they'll have that as a final CTA at the bottom. Subscribe and save, promoting the subscribe and save, Black Friday alerts, if you want to sign up for alerts for Black Friday because it's coming up soon. Rewards program promo, they're promoting the rewards program, so you can go ahead and sign up. They have a quiz on their website, they're promoting the quiz. They have a giveaway here. They have so many different things that they promote as a bottom CTA. They have a video from Jocko. So it's not just the products, they're also leading into other parts of the brand, any other selling propositions such as giveaways, quizzes, subscribe and save, etc. Number 5 is the testimonial section. So the testimonial section, they don't really overuse testimonials. They honestly, in my opinion, they should because it's supplements. But all in all, they do a really good job at showing them when it's necessary. So they'll do review stacking with names and stars. Sometimes they'll just do one-off testimonials. This is another section they use. I don't really like this one, but it's straightforward. Another section for review stacking with names and stars. Sometimes they'll use testimonials by the products. So these are pretty good. I would include a few more variations, maybe some customer photos, lifestyle images, UGC content. And then lastly is just blog and recipe highlight sections. So these don't appear in every single email, but it's just a simple, nice value added when it's included. So they'll be promoting some blog posts. Sometimes they're promoting with their recipes. A lot of times it's with a certain protein drink. So they'll be promoting both the recipe and the drink. This is like a free gift with purchase offer. This is another CTA section here. Do you need creatine? Read more. This is to a blog section. This is where they're promoting a live event promotion to their email list. It's another great way to build a sense of community because there's something happening beyond the website. More recipes, more blog sections, and then, another tasty recipe with a product. That's it. That's all their main design sections, email design sections that they use, and all the different types of variations that they have for each section. And lastly, we're getting into their email campaign strategies. Most email campaign strategies can be broken off into 3 different pillars. So top one is top of funnel. So education, brand building content. Middle funnel is more so product focus and education, social proof. And then bottom funnel is more so sales, promotions, and direct conversions. So getting into top of funnel, they still do quite a bit of top of funnel content, even though it's not as much as I particularly like it to be. they do really rely on a lot more top of funnel. So when it comes to emails, top of funnel emails teach your subscribers something useful without pushing for a sale. So the main goal is just to build trust, show that you're an expert. There's how-to guides, myth-busting content, ingredient breakdowns, science breakdowns, seasonal tips and advice, PR announcements, recipe emails. The main goal of these is just to build trust and educate. So when they're ready to buy, they're going to come to you. So they do a ton of this stuff. They have these challenges that they run to their list. So it's kind of like, hey, you're part of the email list. We're going to feature you into our challenge. And this week's challenge is just to wake up an hour earlier. Goes along with discipline, improving yourself, being a better person. So they really lean into that. They also have some blogs that they feature. Here's this event that they were at. So they were talking about that. This is April Fool's. This is more blog style content. There's a lot more here. They have the giveaway, they promote the quiz. So they're doing a lot more top of funnel content where they're pushing people and just educating them and just trying to build a sense of community, right? On the next level, which is middle funnel content, this is where they are talking more about the products and connecting that to the subscriber goals. So they're showing them how the products can solve their problems, when they should use them, why they work. So this is product benefit breakdowns, usage guides, customer testimonials, before and after stories, product comparison emails, bundle and stack guides. So this is where you get people to think about buying a specific product, and the CTAs always just go to the product page. Here they're promoting their creatine sticks. These are different flavors. This is like a product launch. This is where they're teasing a specific product that's coming out soon, or like a specific flavor. Another product spotlight. Another product spotlight. This is like a new product that they promoted. There's tons of different campaigns where they're doing this actively, and it's a majority of their campaigns are like that. And then lastly is bottom funnel. So bottom funnel is obviously sales, promotions, and direct conversions. The difference between middle funnel and bottom funnel is just the fact that you're giving them an offer that they have to take action on. This is just made to drive sales, promotional emails with discounts, special offers, product launches, urgent deadlines. Like the copy is direct. You're driving people to the website. You're giving them a discount code. You're giving them a reason to act now and just drive some revenue. So we already kind of went over these with what they are actively promoting, like the different offers, promotions, 25% off, 20% off, 20% off for military and first responders, tier discounting, Happy National Protein Day. They're using tons of different promotions and offers here that are just pushing people to the website and just to make a purchase. So that is Jocko Fuel's email strategy. Now, if you want the full document breakdown, it's completely free. Just click the link in the description below and download it. Now, if you're an e-commerce brand making more than 1 million per year in revenue on average and want us to audit your email strategy and show you where you're leaving money on the table, just like we did with Jocko Fuel, click the link in the description below to book a free audit with my team. We've sent over 200 million emails, worked with 100 brands at this point, and have been doing this for the last 5 years. So we know what we're doing. We're going to analyze your flows, your campaigns, and show you exactly how to turn your email list into a revenue machine, just like we did with Jocko Fuel. Anyways, take care. Talk to you soon.